Was your gallbladder removed and now you can't stop gaining weight? You've tried dieting, exercise, supplements, even injections, but nothing is working. And the more you diet and exercise, the more weight you gain. In this video, I'm going to explain why that's happening and what you can do to stop the weight gain. These tips helped my client who couldn't stop gaining weight after gallbladder removal. She tried Weight Watchers and Ozempic, but the weight kept coming on until she found my account and implemented my tips. And now she's down 30 pounds. To understand what's going on with your body, we have to understand what's going on with your liver. Gallstones and gallbladder attacks are a sign that your liver was struggling. It's also a sign that you possibly have a common genetic variation called MTHFR, which I talk about in other videos, but basically it means you have a slower detoxification system. Your gallbladder is like a check engine light for your liver. And if you were having gallbladder problems, you also probably had and still have a sluggish or fatty liver. The liver makes bile and stores it in the gallbladder. Bile is like a detergent that mixes with the food coming out of your stomach in the small intestine. It helps grab toxins, break up fat, and helps your digestive system absorb fat-soluble nutrients. But if your liver was sluggish, congested, fatty, or damaged, then it most likely was not making good quality bile. So they removed the gallbladder, but that did not correct the problem in your liver, and you still may be having pain in that area. Here's where the problem lies. Rather than bile being stored in the gallbladder and released after meals, it slowly drips into the small intestine. But if the liver is still struggling, bile quality is still poor, which is a big deal because it means you might not be absorbing fat-soluble nutrients in your food like vitamins A, D, E, K, and omega-3 fatty acids, especially if you're eating big meals and there's not enough bile to digest all of the fats. The lack of these fat-soluble nutrients is creating a domino effect in your entire body because the nutrients protect cells and tissue and keep inflammation down. And without these anti-inflammatory nutrients, you may be dealing with inflammation throughout your body, bloating, sluggish thyroid, higher stress hormones, and slower metabolism, which is all contributing to weight gain. And since bile helps with detoxification, you may be getting a buildup of cortisol, estrogen, and heavy metals, which is also negatively impacting your metabolism. Just to summarize, you may be experiencing higher inflammation and a slower metabolism due to the lack of these fat-soluble nutrients, causing a domino effect on your body, leading to fat gain. Because of this, you've probably tried cutting calories and exercising more or taking random supplements, but this may actually be backfiring because your body is already overstressed, and this is raising stress hormones further, lowering metabolism even more. So the more you diet and exercise, the more weight you gain. So now that you know what's going on, let's get into the solutions to stop the inflammation and weight gain. The solution: we need to lower inflammation in the body, which will help reduce stress and raise metabolism so that you can stop gaining weight. So next, I'm going to give you 5 ways you can lower inflammation. The first place to start is to eat an anti-inflammatory diet, such as the Mediterranean diet. You'll want to limit as much processed foods as possible and eat mostly lean protein, fruits, veggies, and healthy fats. And rather than large meals, you'll want to eat smaller meals about every 3 to 4 hours to keep pace with bile dripping from the liver. And if you have an MTHFR variation, you want to avoid processed foods with folic acid, which is synthetic folate that will block your MTHFR. I created a video that goes more into detail about this called Methylation-Focused Nutrition, which I will link at the end of this video, so be sure to check that one out. The second way to reduce inflammation is by relaxing your nervous system and getting your body into rest, digest, and heal mode. If you are constantly stressed, you are in fight or flight, which keeps inflammation high. Some ideas for relaxing the nervous system are going outside for walks several times in the day without your phone, journaling your thoughts and anxiety, Epsom salt baths or foot baths, and slow breathing. Number 3, liver and digestive support. Since your liver is sluggish, your entire digestive system is probably also sluggish, And you may need enzymes to help digest protein, supplemental bile to help break down and absorb fats, and probiotics to repopulate your friendly bacteria in the gut. You may also need liver support herbs to improve detoxification, such as milk thistle or dandelion. Number 4, replace some of the anti-inflammatory fat-soluble nutrients that you are deficient in, like vitamin A, D, E, K, and omega-3s. And number 5, check your hormones, because if you are in perimenopause or menopause and your hormones are low, that negatively impacts gut health, which drives inflammation up. So now that you understand what's going on, I highly recommend you check out my video on methylation-focused nutrition next.